Howdy, my name is Joseph Graham. Joseph Graham. I'm based out of Fort Worth, Texas. I'm reaching out to you today, Mr. Irving, because I got an email last night or yesterday from the Lone Star Times. Hey, Joe, could you send these guys a heat map till we get the article ready? Thanks in advance. No problem. So this is your heat map, Irving, and let me explain what I do and who I am first. I am located in Fort Worth, Texas. I used to be a contractor. I needed to figure out how to get more jobs because Home Advisor and the newspaper were freaking and Yellow Pages sucked and ripping me off. So I was like, hey, how do I start getting more people through my shop and through my door? And I learned how to generate leads and I learned SEO. So once I set that path, I never looked back. And now I just help other businesses. So they asked me to do this for you. I'm going to do it for you. So what you're looking at right now is called the heat map. And what I did was I took your map listing, this right here. I took this map listing and ran it through this tool. And there's a reason why we spent a lot of time and money in doing this for our own clients. Look, this is why. And this is why it's good for you to really utilize this. You're gonna be using this thing, more than you think if you really want after this. So look, let's say I'm looking for an AC contractor, right? I know you guys do hail. If you want to make it relevant, we can, but I'm already here. So I'm looking for a service. Let's look for hail. You guys do hail damage. So hail repair, and where are we at? What town is this? Flower Mound. This Highland Village. So let's just say Highland Village. Dent repair, Highland. The Highland Hills? Highland. Okay. Hold on. It's Highland Village. Okay. Highland Village. Alright. So when someone is looking to get their PDR done, right? They're either going to ask somebody they know or ask somebody they trust, hey, do you know any good PDRs in town? Right? Or what they're going to do, they're going to hop on Google, use these free Google searches. They're on sale right now. They're very cheap. Anyone can do them. You get unlimited. So they're going to do these Google searches. They're going to get results, right? You got these guys up here paying for ads. You got these top 3 businesses in the map listings. You got these organic listings. What most businesses don't understand and where they really drop the ball is that these top 3 businesses in these map listings right here, they get like 80% of the phone calls, right? 80%. That's why we made this tool, because we know that that's where most of the money is coming from, either from referrals, word of mouth, or through these Google searches. And we know that when I rank a client, their business is just booming, right? So we know that the bulk of the calls comes from these listings, right? So it's like 70 to 80%. Down here is like 20, and up here is 10. I can send you a whole article on the research from multiple sources. The bulk of the calls is in these map listings. And what this heat map does is shows us where your map listing ranks in specific areas. So we can take everywhere you're green and you see a 1, 2, and a 3, that's where you're getting the bulk of your calls from when someone's doing an online search, right? These 4s and these 5s, I call that money on the ground because all you need is like a little push. So we can go over here to Double Oak. If I'm in Double Oak and I do a search, right? I'm gonna see ident, and then I'm gonna see you, right? If we go down the street to Louisville, on the other side of 35, or in this area, you're gonna see Crowd, you're gonna see PDR, you're gonna see ident, right? So, like Crowd, I've done this I know a lot of PDRs, man. I speak to a lot of PDRs. I know a lot of PDRs in this area. Some of these businesses haven't always been in these areas or in the top results, right? Some of these guys, some of your competitors are, coming. The ones that are like booming now, they weren't there like let's say a couple years ago, they weren't there, right? So over the last few years, a lot of businesses have been becoming more aware of SEO and like the benefits of it, right? Because prior to that, like I don't know how to explain it. Like they'll spend all this money on like websites and other stuff, and like maybe like a $250 a month SEO, but that's not going to do nothing for them, right? Because the bulk of the calls, unless they're doing a good job in utilizing the key elements that I explained in the next video, unless they're doing that and they're conscious of what I'm explaining to you now, that unless they're in these top results, they're just wasting their money. And I will say that some of your competitors haven't always been in the positions that they're in until they become conscious of that. So again, in this map listing, you're going to see some of your competitors. Let's go over here to Trophy Club. You're a 4, which means you're almost there. There's just 3 businesses on top of you prior to them finding you, right? Now let's just go to Fort Worth I did. Now here's their, dominion in a sense. They're ranking in all of these areas right here, which means they're also getting the bulk of the calls there. All right. So let me just real quick explain how you can start turning these other areas that you're missing out on green. How do you do that? Well, for one, let's say you're in Louisville. Okay, let's say you're in Louisville, Texas, and you do a job there. Well, no, because you're a dent repair, so you have a shop. So let's say someone from Louisville goes to your shop, right? They're from Louisville or a different part of town. We're gonna use Louisville, right? Someone from Louisville comes to your shop, right? They get their dents fixed. But the key thing is whenever that work is done and their car or whatever is back home, you want to have pictures that are geotagged, which means whenever they took the picture of their car at their house in Louisville, Texas, that GPS is on, you know what I mean? Because that GPS is going to geotag that picture in Louisville, Texas. It is. And then let's say they write a 5-star review. Hey, man, from Louisville, Texas, I just want to thank you again. You guys rock, right? From Louisville, Texas. The relevance of that comment in that review, the relevance of that geotag picture they uploaded to that review. If you guys want to start making posts with geotag pictures, you don't necessarily always have to be in a location to geotag a picture. I can geotag pictures right here from my computer. It's awesome. So look, then when you upload a post, hey man, this car is from Louisville, Texas. We want to thank Louisville, Texas for showing love and support and supporting us and always come to us for their demo or PDR, etc. Right? In that post, you're becoming more relevant because you're saying, hey, Louisville. You know what I mean? Just start more posts and reviews with naming the towns of areas that you're not ranking in yet. Say like Trophy Club, South Lake, Flower Mound. We're good in Flower Mound. Say like Roanoke, North Lake. You start going down into Fort Worth and Dallas, Denton, right? Same thing. Okay. Tell you what, man. I'm gonna send you a copy of this heat map. I can talk about this stuff all day, but yeah, study this map, and you can see where you need to start getting more reviews and start using those relevant things that I spoke about, right? Okay, and for the most part, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Happy holidays, and thanks for watching.